Thanks for checking in with episode 23 of Working on It, a journal of thoughts on the photographs I've taken. Today, I review with you some of the observations that have passed through my life during 2020, focusing on scenes and stories that struck me emotionally or were visually interesting. We start with this image from August. I feel it encapsulates the essence of what 2020 felt like. The heart of Times Square and the street vendors have no business. As anyone who's been to Times Square knows, there's hardly a moment where the streets are not crowded during days. While at the beginning of the year, January 1st, that same corner of Broadway and 46th Street in the heart of Times Square looks vastly different. A daily rush hour commute is in full swing on this day in January. The main thoughts many may be thinking? Making it through rush hour without being squished. A construction crane in place, building Brooklyn's tallest apartment building with a height of 1,099 feet. I've been documenting the changing face of downtown Brooklyn since the late 1980s. It's early February 2020. Unbeknownst to many, COVID-19 is set to make its way to the United States in hurricane-like fashion. New York shopping districts are full of the usual shoppers and tourists. On May 29th, the weekend after the killing of George Floyd, one of the first scenes I walk upon at this protest rally for justice in that killing at Foley Square in Lower Manhattan. After rallying, a walk over to One Police Plaza to ask questions of police leadership. No answers were given, but protesters' voices were heard. Later that same day, another rally attended by thousands at Barclays Center, Brooklyn. Moving forward to June, where a rally at Washington Square Park was preceded by this rally march. Here, walking along 14th Street in the Chelsea section of Manhattan. Protesters showing up for jail support of a protest leader who was turning themselves in answer to an arrest warrant. The tunnel renovation work on the L train line due to Superstorm Sandy was completed in April. That was earlier than scheduled. Here, seeing what subway ridership looks like on a Saturday in May 2020. Typically a very busy day. Seeing unbelievable scenes like this play out in real life. In the middle of the day, under normal circumstances, this corner would never be devoid of people, and especially traffic. Same can be said for this scene, Midtown Manhattan. The new slogan for the world. I, for one, would like more social distance between myself and others under non-pandemic situations. Don't tell me that at some point in time of the past that someone was standing too close for comfort behind you while waiting in line. Downtown Brooklyn's small shops were already disappearing due to zoning and gentrification. Add the effects of the pandemic, and now we can imagine many more closings. Even larger companies that we figure could survive are not healthy enough to withstand an economic downturn of this length. This small mom-and-pop greeting card, lotto and flower shop in September of 2020 closed. Here's what the storefront looked like in October of 2019. Meanwhile, in the background, construction of a new apartment building continues throughout the pandemic. Who would have thought that outdoor dining would be a necessity rather than a luxury? Bare bones, restaurants are trying to stay afloat. But sidewalk dining in the fall and winter are tough comforts to sell. As you enjoy your sidewalk or street dining experience, you now share space with all those usual street objects. Here's an insight. Your life experiences are interesting experiences for photographic storytelling. The big things as well as the small ones. You don't have to hit all the moments of those experiences, just the standout highlights that offer your viewers a unique glimpse into what happened. Thanks for checking in with today's video podcast. I hope you've enjoyed learning about the photographs you just saw. Continue the conversation with me through my website, on Instagram, or YouTube. I welcome your questions or comments. Click on the subscribe button and the notification bell when you get to the YouTube channel so you're notified when the next Working on It video podcast is available. I'll see you on Instagram with daily photo updates. Until then.